everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so excited to have you here with me today. Now, as you know from the title of this video, I'm going to be talking you through the process of transitioning your business from a sole trader to a limited company. So before you can follow the process that I'm going to be talking you through today, there's two things that you need to have already done. So the first is to have done your research. Now I have a really useful video for you to watch, and I'll pop it up here now, which talks you through all of the differences between being a sole trader, being a limited company, and how to decide which is right for you. So the first thing that you need to do is do your research, and this video will help you to do it. The second thing that you need to do is, if you've decided that a limited company is the company structure for you, then you can follow this video and use my step-by-step do it along with me incorporation video. So you can incorporate a limited company with me. So if you're at this point, that means you've done your research, you've looked at a limited company, you've looked at a sole trader, and you've decided that now is the time for you to transition your sole trader business over to a limited company. And the second thing that you've already done is incorporate your limited company. So party popper emojis have been sent from your accountant to you. You are officially the director of your own limited company. So first things first, congratulations. Now you have incorporated your limited company, it's time to tell HMRC that you've actually ceased being a sole trader. There's a link in the description of this video which takes you to exactly where you need to go to tell HMRC that your sole trader business is no longer trading. So step number one, tell HMRC that you are no longer a sole trader. So step number two is more a word of warning that even though you've just told HMRC that you are no longer a sole trader business, it's important to note that you will still have to file a self-assessment tax return to finalise that trade. So if you tell HMRC in June that you are no longer a sole trader, you will still have to complete a self-assessment tax return for that period due by January the following year. So it's just really important to note that once you've told HMRC that you are no longer a sole trader, your responsibilities don't stop there, and you do need to do one final set of accounts and one final self-assessment tax return to close that down. Next up, we have got the task of transferring your business from being a sole trader to being a limited company. So this is something that your accountant will help you with, and it's all about assessing your sole trader business, looking at the assets of the business, whether that be raw materials or stock or fixed assets like laptops and computers, and actually transferring them from your sole trader business over to the limited company. So if this is something that you would like help with, you can book a meeting with me below and we can chat about it. But if you've already got an accountant, this is something you should ask them for some help on. So now that we've looked at the assets of the business and transferred them into your brand new limited company, the next step is to set up a business bank account. So now that you are a legal incorporated company, you can now set up a limited company bank account. So now you've got your certificate of incorporation from Companies House, which is that lovely certificate that you got when you incorporated. You can now take that along with all of the details of your company to a bank, and they will help you set up a limited company bank account. Okay, so next up in this transition period between being a sole trader and being a limited company is the exciting bit. It's time to tell people. So regardless if you haven't changed the name that you're trading as or the nature of what you do, it's still really important to tell lots of people that have an involvement within your business that your legal structure has changed. So the first people to tell are your employees and your contractors. So from an employee's perspective, not too much will change, probably other than the name on their payslip, and exactly the same with the contractors. They'll start receiving money from a different bank account, but still your company. Next up, we've got customers and clients. So for most tax purposes, it's really important to tell your customers and your clients that the legal structure of your company has changed. We've also got suppliers and service providers. Again, for tax purposes, it's really important to tell them that you've changed, along with banks, lenders and other finance providers, your landlords and your long-term debtors. So As you can tell by that list, it's pretty much anybody that you have a working relationship with. It's really important to tell them that the legal structure of your company has changed. And within this process, it could be really, really useful for anybody that pays you to provide them with your brand new company bank details. So what a lot of people do is all in one go send an email out to let everybody know that the legal structure of your business has changed along with your bank details, because it's really important that you get paid. From the point that you incorporated your company with Companies House, within 2 weeks of that happening, you'll receive a letter sent to your registered office address which contains lots of information about your brand new business, and it'll also include what's called a UTR. And that reference is a unique tax reference. And now that you've got that special 10-digit unique tax reference, you can now register your company for taxes. So the first tax that is vital that you register for is corporation tax, and you have 3 months from when your company starts trading to register online for corporation tax. Following that, there's 2 optional taxes that you can use to register if you think you'll need them. So the first is PAYE, so if you as a director would like to go onto the company's payroll, or if you are an employer and you'd like to hire people, it's really important that you register for PAYE using that UTR number. Next up, we've got VAT. So if your taxable turnover is £85,000 in a 12-month period, then you'll need to register for VAT. And again, we use the UTR to go online and register for that tax. So you've done your research and decided that a limited company is for you. You've then incorporated your brand new limited company. From there, you've told HMRC that you no longer wish to be a sole trader, but you've kept a note of the fact that you will need to file a self-assessment tax return for your sole trader work. You've then spoken to your accountant about transferring the assets of your sole trader business over to the limited company and checked how to account for that and any tax responsibilities that come with that. You've then submitted an application to open your very first business bank account. You've told people that you are now a limited company, and you've informed them about how to pay you and how you'll pay them. Then you can do the fun bit and register for taxes. So you must register for corporation tax, and then you can choose whether or not to register for PAYE and VAT if and when you need them. So that is my whistle-stop tour in the practical things that you need to do when transferring from a sole trader over to a limited company in the UK. If you enjoyed this video, I would absolutely love to hear from you. It always means the world to me if you could subscribe to my channel to let me know that you're there and that you're watching me. Comment on this video to let me know if it was helpful, and please give it a like. There's lots of links in the description below to chat if you would like to become a client. You can also follow me on Instagram and check out our website. Have a great day, everybody.